Hi everyone. So today let's go through a design pattern called the Singleton Design Pattern. So what is Singleton Design Pattern means only one object for the whole class is getting created, will get created. So even if you call the even if you call that instance method get instance again and again, so you keep getting the same object. So for example, you keep getting the same object. So for example, here we have one car class. Okay, so this car has two variables, name and cost. So even if you create even if you try to create more and more, even if you create one object or even if you create 10 objects. So for example, if a car named eco and its cost is 5 lakhs, so let's take it 5. So even if you call it once, you'll get the same eco car object with 5 lakhs. So even if you give it, even if you call it like 10 times also, you will get the same car car object with name eco and cost as 5 lakhs. So no matter how many times you try to get the instance, you'll get the same object. So this is called singleton design pattern. So only one object will get created, only one object will get created. So let's create the singleton design for this car class. So we'll call this one car singleton. So the first step to do in creating singleton classes, you need to create one private constructor. So I have created one private constructor for class. So I'll explain why we have to create private later. So first step we have to keep in mind is create a private constructor. So the next step is, after creating the private constructor, we will we'll create one static car is equal to null. Okay, so after that we'll create one instance method. Don't forget to keep it private since it should not be used in other places. So we'll create one public class. So public static method, public static method, it will give out a return type is car. So we'll call this get instance. So the user of the class will be calling this one to get the instance. So here if car is equal to null, okay, I will create the okay guys, sorry. So let's, instead of creating a separate singleton class, we can do it over here only, right? We can make this class only a singleton. So don't want to create a separate class. So let's create the singleton class for this one only. So first step is what, I told it. So you need to create a private constructor. Okay, so the next step is I'll comment this out, sorry. So after you create the private constructor, you need to create one private car is equal to null. Okay, so after doing that, we can create that public static get instance method, and it will return a car. So then, so inside this one, if car is equal to null, why this one is, oh, we need to make it static, guys, don't forget. So step 1 is create the constructor, private constructor. Step 2 is make this one a static. create the static car. Okay, now create the static method. So now car, if car is null, just create assign car is equal to, that is this car, assign it to, if it is null, just assign it a new one. So new car name echo cost, I'll just give it 5. So that's it. So, return car. So this is the main thing where user will call the get instance method to get the object. So this will return the, if it is null, it will create the car. If it is already created, it will return the same object. So let's test this. So I will just create car is equal to, so how to call a static method. So you call the car dot get instance, class name dot the method name to call static methods. Okay, so next again I will call, let me create one more thing, car is equal to, I'll give this one, I'll give this 2. So car dot get instance. So let's test out what is there inside. This is car1. Okay. Oh shit. So guys, this one is getting printed because we didn't override the toString method. So let's just override the toString method so that we can see. As you can see, it is the same object which is returned. We called 2 times, okay, but see, the same object is getting returned. So for more clarity, let's just override the toString. Okay, so now let's run. So see, the same car got created. So now, like I was saying in the beginning, right, the same object will get returned no matter how many times you call. So for that, let's check the references. So the references has to be the same because the same object is getting returned. So let's check that. So car1 is equal to car2 plus car1 is equal to car2. So this one should return true since the same object should get created, since the same object is getting returned each time. See, it's returning true. So one more thing, so why you need to make the private constructor, why you need to make the constructor private is because you're creating a singleton class. So you want, user should not be able to create an object, right? You are not allowing the user to create an object, something like this one. So user should not do like this, car is equal to new car. It should throw an error if user tries to do like this, like in his here. See, I'm testing over here, so only it is available in this class, so only it will show. But if I do it in a different class, he should not be able to do, because the private constructor class is accessible over here. So okay, wait, I'll explain this. So why we should create it constructors private is because, so let's see, over here the user is using, and and then comment this. So let's just create one tester. So user should not be able to create something like this: car is equal to new car, say eco modify. So user should not be able to create like this, because that's the whole point, right? User should not create his own car. He can't give one more name and give like Ford 10 like that. Should not do. He should not do that. He should not be able to create new different car objects for singleton, because for singleton only one object is created and the same object must be used throughout. So only we mark, since the private constructor is only accessible in car class, if someone else is using different class, he can't use it. The only way he can call that car object is by get instance. So car class name, how to call get static methods, car dot get instance. So like this you can call it. So that echo will come. See, so like this is the get instance, like this is the only way he can call. So this is how you, so this is all about singleton classes. So I'll just do the steps. So step 1 is create a private constructor. Okay, so next step is define static variable. Step 3 is write the get instance method. Private. So inside the get instance method, if this variable is null, create the new object. If it is not null, just return this object. So that's it. These are the steps to create the singleton design pattern. So that's it guys, thank you for watching.